Hello, happy homesteaders. Star Baby Homestead here. It is a very beautiful, sunny, and windy day. So hopefully you'll be able to pick up what I'm saying. We are going to do a garden tour of mid-November. And I skipped a video because I was supposed to show you guys my sweet potato harvest. That will be coming. But in the meantime, the garden is prolific and it is looking amazing. We've had a couple of cold days, but it still hasn't gotten down to freezing yet. So far so good. This has been a pretty mild fall. So, all right, as you can see, the grapevine has started to turn, so all the leaves are going to drop off that and it's going to go dormant. Then I'm going to figure out if any pruning needs to be done on it. Again, I kind of bought it and just stuck it there and haven't done much reading on it, but hopefully it's not rocket science. But it's my first attempt at growing grapes, so we'll see what happens. Our peas are loving this cold weather. As you can see, there are lots of pods on here. Woo! There's the wind I was talking about. Now we've got plenty of turnips. However, I've been having problems with aphids. Cabbage aphids. Let me see if I can show you. I've sprayed. I've hit them with water. Can you see that? Oh, it's blurry. I've hit them with water. I've sprayed the plants. They hide underneath the leaves, which is hard to get to. And it's also a little warm out here, so my turnips are looking a bit sad. The greens are, but the turnips Tokyo Cross are growing very well. Can't wait to harvest some of those. I'll get the bigger ones first and then, let the rest of them continue growing. Over here is our pepper and eggplant patch with some red onions and yellow onions thrown in. Poblanos, still looking good. Plenty of those. I've had to cover my sweet peppers because I think I showed you in my previous video there was a bird or a squirrel or something getting to them. So we have a bunch of those. They're actually doing better in fall than they did all through summer when I actually put the plants out. Or maybe it was spring. I'll have to revisit some of my own videos to figure out when I put these out. Banana pepper has stalled. I've got one pepper on here and it hasn't put out any more peppers. I see some flower buds, but yeah, it's kind of a bust. Jalapenos, still doing very well. There's a lot on here. I need to actually harvest some of these. Eggplant, guys, I'm so sick of eggplant. I don't know what to do. It's like we're eating eggplant like every day. But again, it's my fault for buying so many. I have a problem, I know. I just love plants. I love vegetables. Let's see, what's this? Excuse me, Ichiban. Eggplant over here. So as you can see, there's a gajillion eggplant. And all of these are ready to harvest. So, oh yeah. I cannot forget the cayenne pepper plant over here. So very prolific. All right, next. Chard. Rainbow chard over here looking great. It was looking kind of sad in the beginning, but it bounced back. This is one of the best plants to have during cold weather because it just keeps on producing. And it's a biannual, so if you leave it, it'll just keep going until it sets flower. A couple of green onions still in here. And this is cress, actually. It's land cress. And delicious. I've been letting it grow. I'm not sure how tall I should let it get, but you probably can start harvesting it at this size here. great peppery flavor to add to your salads. Now, this is something I have never grown before. Check it out. Seavoy cabbage. I think they're beautiful. They are growing so well. This one is the largest and it's now just starting to head. All of the leaves are green. I've only seen a few aphids, but they're happy. These hoops are out here is because I've been keeping the beds covered because I've seen rabbits out here. We got rabbits everywhere, not to mention squirrels and whatnot, but these Seavoy cabbage are doing so well in this bed. So I am just completely pleased, and these are very cold hardy. So I can't wait to start harvesting some of those. All right, over here's my bok choy. The bok choy probably needs to be pulled, all of them, just because they got hit so hard with aphids. The bed was beautiful, and then it just started getting yellow. I couldn't figure out what the problem was, and then of course I looked underneath, just covered with aphids. Pretty gross. Broccoli. All my broccoli plants are doing well. I had a problem with seeds this year, guys. I grew a lot of stuff from seed and didn't get great results, so I actually had to go out and buy some plants. I think I bought the broccoli and the cauliflower and the Seavoy cabbage. I just got some Bonnie plants. But as you can see, I actually have broccoli heads, which is something that I did not have in the spring at all. I haven't even been able to grow any, so I am happy about that. More Seavoy cabbage. Did not mean to buy more Seavoy. Whoops. But there we have it. We just have more food, but whatever. Happy accidents. This is my Tiara early cabbage. They're now starting to form heads. I love these because these are the ones where, if you've looked at my previous videos, where when you chop their head off, they produce a bunch of smaller heads, which I have found those smaller heads actually turn into larger heads. So it's your choice on when you want to pick them. But I mean, anything that you can just cut and keep getting food from is absolutely amazing. Let's see. These are my early Dutch head. Early flat Dutch head cabbage. I'm covering them because they're small yet, and I don't want, don't have to worry about any cabbage lopers or anything like that. But again, rabbits will jump in here, and if they do, you know what's going to happen. They'll eat everything, or just eat part of it. Then you'll just have like a raggedy plant. Okay, here's the strange thing. These over here are supposed to be Napa. I've never grown Napa, but some of them, a couple of these plants have gone to flower, as you can see, and the rest of them are growing larger, but I just don't know. Sorry for the shadow, but they're like right in the shadow of this pole here. I don't know if they're gonna grow into those big round barrel type that I usually would buy at the farmer's market to make kimchi with. So I've Googled it. I think I might even call the people. I got these from Seeds and Such in Georgia. And I just may ask them, is this how this is supposed to look? Google says this is Chinese cabbage, so all right, I'm just gonna run with it and see what happens. Let's see. So this was the plot that I had the sweet potatoes in. It now is going to host, there's some shallots already in there, and then I'm gonna put some garlic in here. And I'm gonna make sure I plant enough for this year, because I feel like we just ran through all the garlic that we had already. All right, strawberries are, I cut them. You saw the video on me cutting them just to kind of clear out this bed, and which I still need to prune that lavender plant. But they just grew back. So I don't know if I'm supposed to cut them again or just cover them with straw. I don't know. I think I might cover them with fleece and just call it a day. I have no idea what to do with these things. All right, come on over here. This is my salad bed. So romaine is here. Little gem. We have our new Karuta carrots right here. This is our Scandinavian red lettuce. These here are daikon radish, and I think they are now starting to produce little radishes right there. More carrots. That lettuce blend that I get from Gurney's, which I absolutely love. It produces a ton. And then red sales lettuce, which is a crazy producer. And then something, this was the speckled butterhead. And I only got like one. This is like the only one. They did not produce well. No matter what I did, they just did not produce well for me. And I've got another one here, so maybe I have a problem of just, I love lettuce, just like I love cabbage. It's so pretty. Look at that. Aren't they beautiful? So maybe I don't need this much lettuce. Maybe, between me and my hubby, we're not going to eat that much lettuce. But you know what? I give away to my coworkers and such, so nothing goes to waste. So in this bed, I've got carrots and parsnips, and I think it may be time to harvest these parsnips. But yet I'm still not sure because they're supposed to be so much better after a frost, but we have had so many mild frosts. I don't know what I should do. The tops are still green. I don't know if I should let the tops start to fade, but they're not really fading. So I'm just playing it by ear. Here are some more carrots that I need to thin out. I planted some corn salad and some matcha over here, and there you can see the seedlings now just starting to come up. My red cabbage in this bed, they are slow. They are some of the slow. We'll probably have them by next spring. They grow it just surprisingly slow, but that's cool. I don't mind if a vegetable grows slow because I've got plenty that are growing, fast enough to feed us. So the rest is just carrots and parsnips. Now over here, yay, my Meyer lemons. I think we've been kind of picking these as we need them. Let me get out of the way. And they look pretty ripe. All of the green is gone. And yeah, we've just been picking them and using them. So depending on what the forecast looks like, we're supposed to be hitting some 30-something days, but still not freezing. Will determine when I take this in, because I'm not really sure if it can survive a below 30-something. I mean, below freezing, 32 degrees. These are my there's a random cauliflower, a Brussels sprouts. I love this Luciano kale. It's decorative and beautiful and tasty. Oh man, it's tender. You can eat it raw or sauteed. And the rest of the bed are all the same. They're all sweet little sweet little Lucianos that I want to grow just like that one. And they'll grow probably all through the winter because they are very cold hardy. And I want to put some flowers in here because I like how this border is decorative. The marigolds are now starting to die, and I've got to pull those. So let's go back up the row. Here I still have my spinach. I'm keeping it covered because I know probably birds want to get to those. And I've thrown in some green onions in there. This side is onions, and it's still growing. They're growing kind of slow, but they are growing. but they're going to overwinter and probably be ready by spring or so. The okra. You've already heard me say it. I'm kind of done with the okra, but it is nice to come out here and there is food available. So if I get the taste for it again, we can, you know, put some more, cook up some more, or put it in the freezer. So, da-da-da, cauliflower. You guys have seen my woes with trying to grow cauliflower. Well, exciting news. Remember the first time I grew it, I only got one head? Well, now, this one's a nice big one. Here, I'll probably harvest this today. But there's a nice big head. Look how big that is. And I've got one here. So there's 4 good sized heads growing that I have blanched here, nice and wrapped up. And so that's great. Again, I had to buy these because the ones I have from seed just did not do well at all. So I don't know if it was the seasons, you know, the harsh summer that we had, but no go on the seeds. Green beans are still producing, but probably going to pull those pretty soon, just because a lot of them are already spent. Over here, arugula, Brussels sprouts, and a couple of broccoli are thrown in there. Sorry for the shadow. I'll move this way. But I love arugula. I can't plant enough of it. I love how peppery and delicious it is. It goes so well with salads. But I wanted to show you guys my monster rutabaga. Now remember I told you I planted these for my husband because both our daughter could take it or leave it just like myself, but my husband loves these things. But look how big they are. They are giant. Okay, I know, I'm in the shadow. Hold on. All right, there we go. Look how monstrous these are. Let me move to this side. Let's see if that helps. There we go. Look. Check it out. That is, look at my hand. That's the size of like a melon. That's a lot of food, and I'm happy. A lot of these are going to be pickled, and these greens are delicious. So the row of rutabaga continues, and again, we can't eat all this, so I'm probably going to be offering some to my neighbors. Here are the asparagus. Their fronds are now starting to die. So once they're completely brown, we're going to cut them off at the soil line and probably lay out the fronds as mulch. And then I'm going to put some new compost down just to cover up, you know, whatever stumps could be hanging out. And just mulch them and keep them nice and fertilized until they're ready to start producing in the spring. I cannot wait to start eating these. I'm so excited about it. And I think that's it, guys. I think I covered everything. What has been the star of your fall garden? Like I said, right now it tends to be cabbage and eggplant. Go figure, right? But cabbage and eggplant has been, they're big producers and they love this weather. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Let me know what's been growing well for you. Let me know what your struggles have been. Like I said, aphids. All of a sudden, I haven't had them all season long, and then come fall, I'm just swamped with aphids. But I hope you all are doing well. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And as we move into cold weather, just remember to keep your larders stocked and do your pickling and freezing. Get ready for this cold weather. And yeah, just shoot us a message and let us know how you're doing. Be well, be blessed, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.